We're about to see some combat sports, martial arts, right here. High action, high intensity. It takes a lot of energy to do what these guys are gonna do today. Don't flinch. Come, let's step into this ancient temple, now transformed into a white-brow martial arts dojo, a place where tradition meets discipline.
Oh, 歡迎歡迎。
Oh, hi.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Welcome to Guangzhou City, to Jinsha Street, Hengsha Village. I am Grandmaster Liu Zhiqiang, a proud inheritor of Pak Mei Kung Fu.
So the style is called white brow martial art. I'm new to this martial arts, but I think it's very fascinating and I can't wait to see the sword. This dojo is probably close to 900 years old or older. This place has a lot of history and these guys are adding to it with their martial arts. I don't even know how they do it, but we're gonna find out today. Look closely at the roof on the right. The tarp shifts. Wait, did he just move the wind? Truly incredible. Okay, so what kind of moves are we gonna see today?
This martial art belongs to our southern style Kung Fu. It has unique characteristics in our Pak Mei lineage. It's called the 6 meridians: jaw, neck, shoulders, waist, hands and feet, divided into upper, lower, left, right, front and back. The 6 meridians. If within our own boxing style, what does it do? It must emphasize speed. Speed, when combined with explosive power, is what produces our force. Our explosive power is about speed. Right. Strength comes from the tendons and bones. Tendons, bones, and energy. So we say, each style of boxing has its own characteristics. The rigidity of Shaolin and the softness of Wudang. In our Kung Fu, it combines the characteristics of both styles. It's the balance of skills and force. Tai Chi, soft and then explosive force. We explode every time. Every time we need to release this. We focus on generating the greatest strength in every attack.
So how do you train with the dummy?
Pak Mei boxing is quite unique. It's called Phoenix Eye Fist. The Phoenix Eye Fist is held like this. The characteristic of the Phoenix Eye Fist is that it's relatively difficult to master. Because of our method of holding the fist,
去練成咧係比較難啲嘅。
in martial arts, there are different methods of holding the fist.
喺武術嘅握捶方法咧，
There are flat fists
捶啦，
and hammer fists,
捶啦，
and we have what we call the phoenix eye fist.
鳳眼捶，
This phoenix eye fist is used in Chinese acupressure.
叫做點穴啦。
Nowadays, it's also used in foot reflexology
依家你咧喺我哋嘅
and even in our wellness practices and physical therapy.
呢個鳳眼捶
In foot reflexology, it is used to target painful acupoints
嗰個打通嗰個穴位啊，同埋各方面嘅。
and for various other reasons.
呢個咧，
Take a look at my fist. This extra layer of skin is from our years of practices.
喂
Why doesn't this part swell?
你呢度唔理斬啊。
Why does this part swell?
咁啊就係我
It's because of our Pak Mei boxing,
嘅
a unique method of holding the fist.
You can see his calluses on his fingers. He's been doing this for a long time. Show us your hand. Your hand.
誒有時咧，我哋咧自己去做嗰時咧，
We can even use Pak Mei Phoenix Eye Fist to do push-ups.
自己做俯卧撐。
Understand? Because of our own boxing technique,
法咧，
this punch is quite difficult. Whenever we hit with our own style, you see,
自己做嗰時咧，打出去你睇。
can you see me making a hole? Because within our own boxing technique,
法裏邊咧，
this uniqueness is like a needle, piercing into anything.
佢自己個點
The penetrating power of the punch is very strong.
非常之強嘅。
Kung Fu acupoint targeting technique is using the same fist.
啊，應該都用呢啲捶。
In the past, palms, claws, or one or two fingers were used for attacks.
啊，或者熱
Our Pak Mei boxing is even more difficult to train, but more deadly when mastered.
Behind me, this guy is gearing up for this weapon demonstration for us. I'm excited to learn something new today, but don't get scared. The weapon might get close to you. You better not flinch. We'll see what happens. What is this weapon called?
哦，
This blade is what we call a traditional cold weapon.
依家咧叫做冷兵器，
It was used a long time ago on the battlefield
喺戰場上去用嘅。
because when there were no guns,
未有槍
no gunpowder weapons,
火藥槍嘅時候咧，
we attacked the enemy ourselves. We called it a cold weapon.
就我哋叫冷兵器。
This one, we call it a pu dao or broadsword. Nowadays, these blades are used for performances. However, a real one would have significant weight and be incredibly sharp.
同埋嗰個好利嘅一個理由，佢自
They can cut off a person's hand with one slash,
手啊。
and things like that.
咁我哋
Our cold weapons include blades, staffs, spears, tridents, and large forks.
叉大扒啦，
We also classify them into 18 types of weapons in Chinese culture.
又叫做有18種兵器。
We call these long weapons. And there are short weapons. The paired sabers, single-edged blade, and more advanced ones. Many staffs are also considered short weapons. As for soft weapons, we have 9-section chain whip and the famous rope dart. Now Bruce Lee made his own nunchuck. 2-section staff or double sticks. Those are considered soft weapons. Now, at Mount Emei Shan, they practice the Emei piercers. At Wudang Mountain, they focus on swords. Shaolin emphasizes staffs. If we are in Guangdong, the most renowned is the 6.5-point staff. In Guangdong, if someone mentions they have learned the 6.5-point staff, people would say, "Wow, you're impressive." Because the 6.5-point staff represents a martial art from Guangdong. It's a long staff with significant reach. If someone just uses one hand to bring up the staff, he should be. Bring it up like this. This is how you can learn this staff. Because its wrist strength needs to be very strong. Why is it called half a point? No circle, no stick. This is the reason. The technique must be him in control of the staff. Because the staff is pliable, it vibrates to generate attack power. But the user must stay in control to harness it effectively. This is why this 6.5-point staff embodies the essence of Guangdong Pak Mei style.
So, do you have any words of wisdom for someone who's starting out their martial arts journey?
This is the foundation of our traditional teachings. It begins with stance training before mastering boxing. As we learn martial arts, we also learn Chinese therapeutic wisdom. What is that? It's the knowledge of Chinese medicine, because as we practice or strike sandbags, injuries are inevitable. We heal ourselves with the teachings of traditional Chinese medicine. We also have these teachings. To master 2 fists, you must endure and control your temper. And always remember, there's always a higher mountain. These are the ancestral lessons handed down through generations. In today's world, whether teaching the young or reflecting on ourselves, we must always remind them, and ourselves, of the importance of hard work and consistent training. Fear of hardship is the greatest barrier to mastery. Martial arts is not about knowing. It's about training. Martial art, it's not about saying, "I understand, I understand." It's about understanding the depth of what you know. We must seek depth and refine our techniques. In martial arts, we find culture. We must open our hearts to embrace it. Without understanding this depth, we can never truly grasp Chinese culture. Learning this is essential. For Chinese culture is rich and unique. We have traditional Chinese medicine and many other elements of culture. Even how we drink tea and wine reflects our heritage. Our culture is filled with wisdom. What makes a tea good? What defines true mastery in martial arts? What makes a wine exceptional? It lies in the hands of the brewer. Just as we who teach martial arts must be skillful, insightful teachers, we must pass down our true knowledge, our genuine mastery. We must share this with future generations, so they understand the heart of martial arts. How can they train within their physical limits while fully embracing the spirit of martial arts culture? Because in martial arts, there are many schools, but only 2 major styles. Ultimately, Kung Fu can be divided into 2 principles. The entire foundation of martial arts boils down to Yin and Yang. So whether it's Tai Chi, Shaolin, Wudang, or the 5 great styles of Guangdong, and Pak Mei Tiger style, what are they all practicing? They are all exploring the interplay of Yin and Yang, push and pull. In every style, from Shaolin to Wudang, the core principles remain the same, the balance and dynamic of yin and yang. In life, as in martial arts, it's all yin and yang. On the surface, this may seem simple, but in truth, Chinese culture evolves yin and yang into the 4 images, which represent cycles of change, the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, symbolizing universal forces, and finally, the 8 trigrams. This progression reflects the deep philosophy at the heart of our art. It's a way to harmonize with nature and refine our practice. This pursuit of balance is at the heart of our training and culture. That's the essence of it.
Thank you for that explanation and words of wisdom. What an honor it's been to visit this dojo. The lessons shared here will stay with me forever, and I hope they resonate with you as well. His wisdom feels universal, something we can all apply to our own journeys. Though we may come from different worlds, philosophy and tea remind us of the common threads that connect us. Next, we will glide along the shimmering waters of Guangdong, China, under the sea lights. Until then, see you next time.